Yeah, it's Yang MK6. And I am a part of the CTGP Track Council. One of our jobs is to review um, new custom tracks for acceptance slash denial into CTGP. And while I was doing that, I thought I might go ahead and make some content for YouTube. So everything you see here is not guaranteed to be in CTGP, but there is a possibility of it being in CTGP. Now, on to our first track, Dolphin Harbor, made by Spy Kid. Yeah. Let me just make sure that's correct. Yeah. I believe this was originally a track created from jams that he has updated for us to look at. So, ooh, actually, I just downloaded this character texture, and it looks like it matches. So I can say I'm a big fan of the aesthetic that he's got going on here. I'm a big fan of cherry blossoms, and I like the beach, the harbor type aesthetic. It's not exactly like, but it kind of gives like kind of Festival Town vibes, which is my favorite track in CTGP. With the ramp there, the shortcut here. So the track, I would say, is pretty visually impressive. Nothing special, but nothing bad either. Like I said, I love the cherry blossoms. I'll have to check out that next lap. It'd be cool to go see if you could go in that building or not. But just for right now, first impressions of how the track kind of drives. Do some laps. Let's not take the shortcut this time around. Can I trick off that? I can. Okay. See what's going on over here. It'd be cool if you could go in there, but I understand why not. It's kind of wasted space. Easter egg potential there, though. It's a nice, but fairly simple, like, shore area. You can't trick off the side of that. It'd probably be fast. Anyway, that's our initial, like, drive-through of the track. Now, let's go for a deeper look into kind of the visuals. See if there's any issues I can see. I don't know how there's some weird choices. I don't know if that fence necessarily fits with everything else. But again, this aesthetic is kind of weird because you have like a nice like cherry blossoms, peaceful village, and you got some like freight like at the harbor. Or, like two clashing like vibes. I feel like not bad, but kind of whack in my opinion. I still very much like the aesthetic of the track though. I love these pink boost panels. Driving wise though, I think this track is very basic. Let's explore up here a little. Dance with pianos, all that good stuff. Can I get up here? No, I cannot. This is an interesting flower right here. I don't see very much of those, or do I? What's over there? Okay, other flowers in the grass. That wasn't just a one-off thing. One thing I saw when I was over here at this dock harbor area is I want to see if I can get... Oh, almost. So you can get stuck on that little wall part. I want to see if I can drive anywhere past there. Probably not. There's probably invisible walls. Oh, that was weird. Okay, first of all, lighten this corner. Kind of funny, that's not how that works, but hey, whatever. I want to see if I can get on that little part over there. So it looks like you can just barely maybe get onto the edge, but as you get farther down the invisible wall... Oh, what was that? Is that a dolphin? How often does that jump out? Sit here and wait a little bit. I saw a dolphin over there between those boats. Maybe he, like, swims around, yeah. That's pretty sick, actually. I really like that. Okay, maybe hopping onto it's the wrong approach. Maybe if I just, like... Nah. So you can't get onto those, which is unfortunate, but I mean, I understand why. How much does this off-road really affect you? Oh, quite a bit, actually. Okay. It's not something you, like, hop over Shunless or anything like that. Now, over here, I, like, had tried to... Okay, it worked that time, but let's look at the start, where I just kind of drove through it and ended up in the off-road, and that wasn't very nice. I guess I'll finish this run here and then go test the track in versus mode. So let me see if I can get what I was... Oh, okay, the air there varies, and that sticky road is funny. Overall, I'd say an inoffensive track. Nothing bad, but nothing special here, I would say. Anyway, time to go test it in versus mode. Okay, and here we are. Oh, I shouldn't have skipped the preview. It looked like I had a nice preview. Dang, unfortunate. Okay, let's check the item box positions, stuff with items, all that good jazz. Oh, I didn't notice how the wall lights up with the boost panel there. That's pretty nice. I like that added, like, that added bonus. I mean, the track drives pretty smooth in my opinion. I'm vibing with it. But also, I can't get over how well it fits with this Gardevoir texture. Okay, that worked correctly that time. Ah, shock, okay. I don't see anywhere where there would be, like, an offensive bill route. Okay, now time to test leaf piles. Nothing out of that one. Nothing out of that one. I wonder if there's any you can get stars from. Oh, there's a shroom. There's a box up there. That's interesting. Just driving through the leaf piles, trying to see if they drop anything special. I don't think it'd be like Spy Kid to include a star leaf pile, but you never know. The dolphins that hop over this little part are pretty sick. I like that inclusion. I'm assuming that's just a box. Oh, there's a little path up there I didn't even see. I'll have to go explore that. Next race. Because I'll do this more than one time. I'll do this like twice. maybe next time I don't skip the intro screen. Okay, so I'm just here. Okay, here's the intro screen. And I didn't even notice you could go up to that lighthouse till now. So I'm gonna go check that out during this race. Maybe also try to get like a bill or two. Test to see if there's any like broken bill routes, which I assume there isn't. Fib someone on the yacht. Okay. Okay, let's see. If I go up here. This should have been something I did in TTs, but whatever. I like this little inclusion of, hey, you can go through there. Now, what's included on this little table? Some furry art, good old Spy Kid, his furry self. Oh. And nothing else besides that. Not bad, not bad. That's not a bill. Let me burn this so I can get a bill, hopefully. Nah, okay. As far as sets and their placement, I don't really see an issue with where everything is. Okay. That's not a bill. Okay, I see. You can go wide. I like that. You can go wide and get a box, or you can go tight where the boost panel is and not get a box. That's good routing in my opinion. Okay, a bill. Now, where would a problematic bill route be on this track? I could try to use the shortcut, though I'd have to go backwards because it goes around. Could use it. Oh, you can get a star, but probably from the shock I just did. Yeah, that would make sense. There's a couple split paths where the race finishes. Well, anyway, I can do bill testing later. Overall, in my opinion of this track, I like its visuals. It's inoffensive to play. But overall, in my opinion, I don't think it's anything special or special enough to get into CTGP. The next track we have is N64 Royal Raceway, made by Squire Turnbolt. Now, I think I've only seen like a preview for this track, and I haven't really played it. But from what I know, it's a visual upgrade based on the Mario Kart 8 version from, I believe it's a Mario Kart DS port. I could be wrong though, but let's get into it. I'm interested to see how this one plays since it's a DS port. So on the first time, I'll just give like a general playthrough and give my thoughts as I race. Okay, so I'm already like liking the visual style. I'm really vibing with this visually. Again, cherry blossoms are sick. Whew, that ramp looks a little sketch though. And one thing that I did see from the preview that I do not like is this right here. Not having the cannon on Royal Raceway ruins the track for me, personally. I think tracks, mostly retros, should have most of their key features, and the cannon on Royal Raceway that was super long is one of the key features of the track. And I mean, they include that with gliders in Mario Kart 8, since there aren't really like cannons in that track, but like glider ramps. So I think instead of doing the glider, Squire Trimbolt added that little section there, which I personally don't agree with. I would rather have a cannon. I think the cannon is a key part of the track, and I'm not really worried about the cannon being an issue in competitive play, which I know for some reason is the issue why a lot of tracks that had cannons either had shortened or they were removed previously. Other than that, I'm loving the visual direction of this track. Let's look at this sign real quick. Okay, well, yeah, I'm loving, oh, I don't know what's up with those. I don't know if they're supposed to be like that or if that's messed up, but anyway, I'm loving the visuals on this track. However, I would say the gameplay, driving is a little bumpy. I'm not really sure how to say this technically, but I'd like to have it be more polygons, more smoother, if that makes sense. More smooth, I guess is a better way to say it. I think this has potential, but I mean, the current version in CTGP, I am nostalgic for. I will say that. I hold some level of nostalgia for the version in CTGP. This track, however, if it had a little smoother gameplay and had a cannon, I would be 100% down for. Now let's go through another run, see if I can see any like glaring issues. I thought I saw something in the water around the very start of the track, but I could be wrong. Ah, okay. So the water's clear, you just get a good like show of the sky. When I originally drove past it, I thought that it was clear and you were just seeing the skybox through like the hole in the ground. That's obviously not the case. Whew, almost fell off there. I will say the old version of this track, the current version in CTGP, drives pretty awkwardly in some places. This drives smoother, but worse. I think the old version of the track is pretty smooth, has more polygons, not as bumpy, but this one is wider, and I don't know, it's not as awkward to take some turns. I'll fall through that hole later. I won't fall through it now. I want to keep my shrooms in case something comes up. Unfortunately, you cannot go to the castle. I wish that was a possibility. I would love to be able to go see the castle, but it looks like in this version, especially since it's a Mario Kart DS port, I believe, I could be wrong on that, I believe it is, the castle is just a 2D image. I see. Nothing cut off there, it looks like. And most things on this, since it is a port, are 2D images, which I don't really know if I vibe with that or not. I kind of like the aesthetic, but I don't know, it's conflicting for me personally. Like, I think it's cool, but also, like, with some of the visual elements, the road, the grass, the skybox, like, I would prefer to see most of these things fleshed out into 3D objects, but I also don't know what that would do in purposes of lag, specifically online. Okay, let's fall through this hole right here, see where we get respawned. That's not a bad respawn. Oh. Skybox is gorgeous though. And these blocks and pipes on the sides. This feels like a true upgrade to the track. So I don't know, I think I could get over the 2D-ness of most of the objects with the big fixes I mentioned before. So I mean, with that out of the way, I think I'm going to get to testing in versus mode. Okay, so the preview is a little scuffed. I'll add that to the list of things that needs to be fixed. This is the preview. Or intro cameras, I should say. Now let's think about items on this round. That's not terrible for the first set. Unless the second set's pretty far away. Oh wow, this is a little while before the next set. Oh god. Yeah. There should probably be a set in between that set and this set coming here. Also 4 boxes and then one in the grass. I don't know what that grass one gives you, but then set right here. Ah. I see we have some singled out item boxes. Okay, so the rest of the items seem to be fine, besides needing that one set where I specified. Actually, you could probably move that last set that we just hit a little farther towards where I am now. It seems like with the sets on this track, there's like, you get one and then there's a while until you get another, and then you get a whole bunch like in order, or in like not very much time from each other, and then you have to wait a while to get another. Let's go look at all the items which are off ramps. So nothing special from both of them so far. Oh, I so wanted that to hit Toad. Oh, I bounced over the thing. I still need to get that one box, but I mean, CPUs know what they're doing. So I got one more thing to test, but I think overall, I'll give my general synopsis of this track now. I don't think I'll need a second playthrough because it's a pretty long one, but overall, I think this has a lot of potential. If it was a little smoother and there was a cannon, I don't think I'd hesitate at all to say yes. Right now I'm a little hesitant, but I think this is a track I would approve with like fixes. I'd say, hey, these things need to be done if this is going to get in, at least in my own personal opinion. And that's that. That's N64 Royal Raceway by Squire Turnbolt. The next track is also made by Squire Turnbolt, N64 Yoshi Valley. Just like N64 Royal Raceway, I believe this is another DSCT port. Kind of looks in the same light. Let's see how it feels. Oh, there's a speed mod. Nothing wrong with that, but okay. Right off the bat, I'm not feeling too good about this one. Just gonna be honest. Visually, it's not terrible, but it's also not great. Some of these proportions are a little whack, not gonna lie. Really? That should not be, like, solid. That should be something I should be able to drive through, personally. I will test out all these routes just to make sure they all, like, function correctly. The speed mod, like, I don't know, I feel like this track could be downscaled and not have a speed mod. Although the speed mod works currently for this version. There's some parts of the track that are shorter than they should be, and some parts that are longer than they should be, I think, personally. Again, although even a little more so, the bumpiness of this track, due to, I believe, it being a DSCT port, is pretty major. Ah, okay, so that's a minor backwards time. That should be fine. It is Yoshi Valley after all. This section right here feels really long and drawn out compared to, like, playing it in Mario Kart D8 or even Mario Kart 64. That turns really awkward. I may be taking it wrong though. Oh, and I finished. Well, I guess I'll go ahead and retry and give the other routes a test. Okay, testing this route now. Oh, I guess I just go straight and it's another cave route. Okay. I'm wondering what they'll do with the route that was originally a cannon in the Mario Kart 8 version. Wow, okay, so although they're different routes, I assumed the one I took would be faster, but or not the one I just took, the one my Ghost Time Racing took, but I guess not. Oh. Not having too much luck of winning the chain jump right there. Oh yeah, this is probably gonna be a cannon. Yeah. Okay, at least it's trickable, that's not bad. Oh, what was that? Back up. I should probably just do this, it's faster. Flashing wall texture right there, and flashing floors, okay. Good to note. Okay, so honestly, I'm not a very big fan of this. This, in my opinion, needs to be, a new version would need to be completely redone. I'm not, like, the visuals aren't terrible, but the gameplay, like, I'm really not a fan of. I would say even that the version of this that used to be in CTGP was better gameplay-wise than this version. Although that may be controversial. But yeah, but I'll go ahead and get to racing and do the item box and maybe potentially item route tests. So let's get to that. Uh, okay, yeah, it looks like more broken intro cameras. Not a surprise. First set isn't bad. I don't have time to test all the routes, or realistically, I don't even really care to. This track is gonna get a no from me. But I will look and see the routes that any person would normally take. Or the fastest route, I would say. These are the normal item routes on the original version of the track, I believe. Okay. I'm gonna save this because I saw a potential shortcut. Oh, never mind. And I even failed a pow dodge. Unfortunate. But what if I... What? I think that's dumb. I think you should be able to... I think you should be able to make it onto that road down there from the other ramp, personally. Let's see if the old shortcut from the original game is in. I really doubt it. Oh yeah, with how far that fence comes up. You have to go really wide. Yeah, that shortcut isn't a thing. I wish it was. Having shimless shortcuts is always a fun inclusion to tracks. Especially when they aren't too risky, but have just enough risk to, you know, make them a little not worth going for. Like, you stop to think it just for a little bit, should I really go for it? And then you do. And it works out or it doesn't. It's a pretty straight line shot though. Although definitely a Mach or Flame Runner track. I don't think Spear would be too good here. Oh, is that a broken CPUs? Ah, okay. That's funny. Oh, that actually may mean that there's a broken item route. So I'll finish this race and go test that item route. I doubt it, but who knows? Okay. So I'm gonna play this again, try to get a bill, and try to see if the bill just kind of careens off the track there. Just need to get a bill. Hopefully I can be pretty successful with that on the first try pretty soon. Nope, that's not a bill. Probably a better place to get an item box than what I'm doing, but yeah, whatever. Oh wow, everybody's really going around. Oh. Wait, what are Luigi and Drybones doing up there? That really, they couldn't be that far ahead. They had to be behind. Yeah, they're behind. What are they doing? What's up with them? Oh. And Drybones goes careening off the cliff. Jeez. that means I have to stop for like a build the first set. Okay. Maybe I'll get a bill. Let's see, no. That golden felt like it'd take longer than usual to run out. Okay. So I think it's somewhere around here, where the characters just decided to drive off the track. I'm gonna wait if I can see it happen though. One of them has to fall off around here. Let me see, can I bump Luigi off? I cannot. Okay, anyway. Let me go up here and use my bill so it'll drive around there. Okay, Bill doesn't run off the track. It might if I started it at a different spot, but for now it seems fine. I'll try to get one more Bill and test it. Then sum up my final regards for this track. Ooh, okay. I immediately got one. I'm gonna try using it closer to where the CPUs were falling off last race. So, if I use it around here, nah. Okay, well, while I drive the rest of this out, I'll kind of give my regards to the track. Visuals were not terrible. In fact, I would even say good, but not great. I'd say inoffensive. Driving, however, is not so great. Speed mod isn't terrible, but the track's very bumpy. I feel like it's not scaled properly. And overall, I just don't feel it fits what we're looking for. Nevertheless, good work to Squire Turnbull. Now we have another track made by SpyKid called Nebula Lava Factory. And I'm pretty excited to play this one. I've seen a couple of the other council members talking in the Discord chat, showing some clips of them playing it. And it looks promising. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Ooh, it already looks pretty nice. And on the road, tells me to go left. Oh, yeah, because you go into lava. Okay. Pretty sick. Oh, that's comes at you a little out of nowhere, but I mean, still fun. A lot of very tight, like, right corners. Oh, okay. That kind of comes out of nowhere. I mean, I guess it's not an issue, but like, I don't know. Blind going into off-road, it's not great. Everything drives smooth from what I can see. Ah, okay, yeah, so there's a shortcut right here. So we just do that. Hey, not bad. Is there anything you get out of taking this? Not really. But I mean, extra route and then... Okay. That entire turn just... I'm really not vibing with it personally. Just that turn though. That right there, that's on the side of the track. I don't know why that's there. I don't see why it couldn't just be part of the rest of the track texture. So as far as visually, this is kind of a mix of like old and new visuals, I would say. It gives me a nostalgic vibe, even though it's an updated and new track. Oh. Kind of vibing with it, especially the layout seems pretty, like... I know it's an update of an older track, so that's why, but... I'm vibing with it. Okay, so, like, I don't really see any point of, like, actually using any of the shortcuts in that section. And I guess you can just go tight there. I did slow down a little before it, but... And then this section right here, just the sides of the roads, I don't know. Let's look at the skybox. Those trees out in the distance aren't too bad. And the red sun. Oh. Oh. I don't know how I feel. Oh, yeah, it's lava. Okay. It's lava, but you, like, see through it as you get closer. So far, I'm liking this track a decent bit. So it's close to my... wow. Can't talk, but... I wouldn't say it's close to my favorite or anything. But... it works. I like its theming. I like its vibe. Not really sure what nebula means, but... it's got lava. It's got a factory. It's kind of spacey, which I think a nebula is like a spacey word. See. Smooth to drive. I should probably be going around that if I want to be fast. It kind of gives me like Item Fireland vibes, but like different. Okay, that you can definitely do that, but for anyone inexperienced, that turn's gonna hurt them. Okay, so I get the point of having the yellow on the side there, but still, the texturing on the side of the road in the later part, I don't get. Oh. It would be nice almost if you could trick over that little corner right there. Or trick off that right there. I don't think that's a bean corner, but... ooh, maybe actually. It could be a bean corner. I could be wrong. Well, no, I for sure would have been off. But definitely harsher corners than some. You can see my ghost turning around and pointing at something. But I haven't seen any like mechanical issues with the track that are like terrible. I think everything functions well from what I could see. Yeah, you can low track that, but I think it's still probably faster to just go around. I like that little design on these pillars here. It's almost like they got a little eye that's watching over you. Kind of mystical, kind of spooky. Kind of scary, you know? I do want to check some things out, actually. Start getting another lap. See if there's little things I can drive on. I know a lot of people aren't really big fans of Spiked tracks, but I personally like most of Spiked tracks. My favorite track, Base Basher City, Spiked track. Spiked helped with Festival Town, which is my favorite track in CTGP. And I like Aquania, I like Candy Coaster. Like tracks that Spiked's done or worked on, I'm usually a big fan of them. So I'm liking the vibes here. Let's see what happens when you go backwards here. Seems like there was a little drop off. I don't know what this is for though, because if you're hit off that ramp or TS there, you're still probably gonna get still probably gonna have to fall off, you know? And then over here, there's this section. Does this lead to a downhill area? It does. I thought so. And then you hit this here. Oh, okay. And this, you just fall down there. Okay, that's pretty sick. I like that. I actually like that a good bit. That's a really cool split route. I didn't even notice first couple times going through. I think that might just be the shortcut right there, back there, coming out of that turn. Shooting through the off-road there. Because I don't see really using it in this section. Well, let's try that turn, or this little section again. Yeah. I don't even know how much, that shouldn't be too much, so it may even be faster. Well, so far, I'm really digging this track. So I'm going to go test it in Versus. Okay, so here's the intro screen. And not looking too bad, actually. Looks pretty sick from the intro screen. Spiked included a little, what was it? Easter egg, that's what it was. In Dolphin Harbor, so I don't know if there is one in this track. I'm not usually too good at finding them, so I don't even know if I'd find it. I know it's a lot of work, but Spiked honestly, as a small suggestion, might want to do custom item boxes for this track. I feel like you don't need them on every track, but I feel like this track would benefit aesthetically from having custom item boxes. You feel me? Okay, so I think the second set, maybe third. Ah, I see. So if you want a box, you can go over that way. Makes sense. Okay, so the second set's right here. Yeah. Okay, so there's a good, amount of sets. This is third, obviously. You could probably hop onto those and not even, risk too much, off-road. If you really want it. If you really needed a box, let's see. Lap 3, you know shock's coming. You need a box quick to get a dodge. Do some risky maneuvers. Get a sick clip out of it, you know? Okay, yeah, that's definitely, I think, gonna be a stream spot for CTs, or for TTs. Okay, maybe not actually. I may have just been talking out my ass when I said you could just trick off those and not have to deal with any like real damage to. Oh. Hello, Peach. What are you doing there? Oh, and let's see. Can I knock her out of it? Come on, come on. Can I push her out? Can I get her on the right track? Come on. Ah, I'll give it one more attempt. Because I know the race is not going to end. Because she's stuck. Come on. Get out of there. Nah, it doesn't look like it. It's kind of funny though. I wonder where you have to fall off to get respawn there. I guess I can check that next race. As well as probably there maybe a bill issue or two with this track. So I'll have to look. Okay, so I may want to get a bill. May want to fall off, test some respawns, all that good jazz. Not a bullet. Not a bullet again. I wonder if you could jump over to that little thing. Probably not, but who knows. Okay, here's a bullet. Honestly, the section I want to take this to test it in is down in that little bottom part. If you're, say you're driving and you go and you fail. Oh, did some funny stuff, but it did work. I may want to test it farther back in the room to see if it does anything funky. But overall, I would say my general synopsis on this track is it's pretty good. I can definitely see this fitting into CTGP with some fixes, but not very many. I think this is pretty much CTGP ready, personally. Although I don't know, again, I'd have to do more bug testing along with bugs probably others have found. But maybe stuff like that needs to be fixed. Oh, is that a permanent issue? Oh, I was too late. Okay, but CPUs always get stuck here. Jeez, okay. I know I can get one of them out if I just get lucky. And I know CPU rounds aren't a big issue that need to necessarily be fixed. Okay, now that I've got her off. She respawns back there, okay. Oh, I didn't even get a trick there, interesting. I probably won't be getting any bills, but I'm going to try to fall off a little earlier. I think everything though. Item boxes are fine. I didn't really get too much like testing on the item routes themselves, but I can do more of that later. But visually, thematically, even like driving wise, this track is very good. It seems to be polished visually. Driving feels good. It feels nice. No complaints besides this one turn that I'm not even too upset about now. When I first played it, it was an issue, but now that I've played it more times, I know what to do. So that doesn't even really need to be changed, I think. Ah, okay. Well, anyway, I would give that track a yes. I would approve that, because I'm feeling good about it. Great work to Spy Kid, and let's move on to the final track. And the last track we have is Sandstone Cliffs by Citrus. I think this is a track Citrus has been working on for a while. Let me get a sip of water real quick. I think they've made a ton of progress from what I've seen, and I'm excited to see what they've submitted. Damn, all this talking's got my throat kind of sore. Oh, okay. From just looking at this, just right off the bat, it looks really nice. Okay, so that's a little shortcut you can do there. You probably do something over there. I'll explore that later. Give a general playthrough first. Okay. So this track looks great. I love the way this looks. I love how it feels to play so far. However, I think the track feels just a little bit empty. I know there's a lot going on, but I mean, there isn't very much life, any like life forms, anything to avoid. Yeah, okay, that's a shortcut. I feel like, and I guess this track's pretty good, so this is a minor nitpick, but if the track had like a mob, an enemy, or even just like any form of life in the background, I feel like there's a little bit more going on. I feel like that'd be really great. I feel like they'd submit it and it'd be like almost perfect, because I really don't have any complaints about the visuals, the gameplay very much from even this just like short while I've played it. I like the air balloons. These are sick. Remind me of when I was younger. Air balloons flew over our house. And then I ate Pop-Tarts and watched Phineas and Ferb before spending the day in the pool. It's a memory that just actually came up because of seeing those air balloons in the back. But yeah, I don't know. This track is very nice. I have no complaints. I'm pretty much going to give this a yes, just from playing just a little bit I've played it. Seems like a really fun and polished track. All I would have to say is just a little life. I'm not really sure what you would add. I don't know if Shy Guys fit. I was thinking maybe like a deer, but there's not really like a deer you could add. So I'd leave that up to the creator. I don't know. I don't know what mob from the Mario universe, even if you wanted to use one, would be fitting. Because I see the air balloons, and now I see more of them, because I didn't see that many before. but it adds a little bit more of a feel like someone's living there, but it's inhabited, but I don't know. Maybe even like pianos on the sides. Oh, pianos don't fit either. I don't know what fits here, but I feel like something fits here. And maybe not. Maybe I can almost see it being like deserted, almost like the air temple in Avatar, but I feel like there's gotta be a little life. But again, very minor nitpick, because I don't know, I'm latching on to something because I don't really have too much to like say. It's a really great entry. This and Nebula Factory, great. Really vibing with them. And I'm kind of just driving around because I don't see anything that could possibly be an issue. I'm not seeing very much, like, just that turn at the end. I could probably, looking at the minimap, trying to find things that could maybe, what if I, fall boundary there, and it respawns you here, and because you go up instead of down, it's not like there's any gap cut you could do right there. I like that little shadow. The shadow that casts right here. Vibing with that. Anyway. I'll test it, test item routes, or item sets. Both. Just to kind of see what's up. There may be an issue with those. But just for the little I've TT'd it, great track. Ooh, there's even a Mario Kart balloon. I didn't even see that, but intro camera's not bad. First set's right there, not bad. Yeah, I really, just props to Citrus. Really solid track. I think it'd be a great addition to CGP. Have to do more extensive testing to see if it has any bugs, but oh, I like that. You have little item boxes around the outside. But yeah, no. As far as I see, no major issues with the track that are like glaringly obvious. I know Citrus has been working with a lot of people in the Work in Progress channel in the Discord server. And if you've watched this far, which I doubt anyone has, but if you've watched this far, I will put a link to the Discord server in the bottom of in the description, down below the video. And you can get involved, helping creators with custom tracks, playing custom tracks before they're introduced to CGP, if they are. Giving feedback, and generally keeping up with what's happening with CGP. If you want to beta test or anything like that, there's tests held every week or two online to test tracks and make sure they're ready for the pack. And yeah, if you want to get involved in that, check that out. And give me your feedback down below on how you feel, or how you feel about the tracks. What tracks you liked, what tracks you didn't, what you would put in CGP. Okay, this is bothering me. Go on, hold on. Right here, on the bridge, I drive and I can see through it. That has bothered me every single time I went over it. I think it's the only place. Could be wrong though, but I don't think it's an aesthetic choice either. like the one thing. Anyway, yeah, so let me know down in the comments how you felt about all the CTs. Join the beta testers Discord server to help with stuff CTGP related. And with that, my final synopsis of the track is that it's great, and I think it should be added to CTGP.